So we're going to work on getting this character created as a VTuber. How to do that? It's a very interesting question. So we created the variant. The variant's in its own file, and it's looking at the source file. We have editing here. We have the export here. The exporting is interesting because initially I use AutoRig Pro to export, but that may not be the best option for this. Because I can use AutoRig Pro, but it's not something I'd be able to give to people. I can't give people AutoRig Pro as a paid add-on. So ideally, I have a skeleton excuse me, that is not AutoRig Pro. Purely deformed bones. Oh, good. Okay, so let's start making some notes. Type. Give me. So, for today, going to focus on setting up the exporting version, the exported versions. So, basically, how to get the main versions of the avatar ready for sale. So for any given avatar, for any given body, we're going to have 3 versions. We're going to have the VR chat avatar. We're going to have vTuber, which VSF format makes the most sense. VR chat, vTuber. Anything else? Resonate? Question mark. Should basically work with NPC version, but we can export a Resonate ready package. All right, let's focus on just the first 2. The main thing What does that ensure? No modifiers, no geonodes. In a T pose, full rig, full set of AR kit shape keys. Okay. All textures are appropriately. Second. Conversions inside Unity. Technically, I can make a VRM version directly in Blender. So let's get a skeleton on this character. Yeah, and then I would just need 2 skeletons. Or just 1. Good morning, Arctic. Hey, Emmanuel, thank you for being a bot. Thank you for letting me know right away so I can put you down. Virtual reality modeling language, VRML. I don't think I need that. I just want this first one, which let's take a look at as well. Okay. We still need a rig that's just like ready to go. Excuse me. So let's open Daro. Oh, perfect. Okay. It's just in this collection right here, Daro ARP rig. We're going to make a brand new file then. New file, append, go to Daro. import this rig. Should be just the rig. It is awesome. And let's rename this as standard ARP rig. Okay, and then we will mark as an asset. Then I'll save this file. Source bodies. Make another one, which will be armatures. Here, we'll save the auto rig pro armatures. Save. Awesome. Which now means in here somewhere is this file. I guess we'll just put it in bodies for now. Okay, save that there. Now we can go back to Healy. You know what? Take it back one more time. Go back here. So for the bodies, another one. Why can't I add a library? How do I do that? Oh, right. I have to go to here. Gotcha. And then we can create another one. VRF armatures. And we'll actually move this one over here. Okay. I'm feeling there's going to be a few more armatures by the end of this. Okay, so first things first. Let's drag in our armature. Take that back. We want to say append. Just append. What? Fine. Interesting. Why is it like this? Richard, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Interesting. I guess I can't link. Blender, asset, library, can't append collection. Okay, so they said drop it in. Then hit Control Z. Okay, so that's a bug for sure. So AutoRig Pro, we'll select this, edit reference bounds. Then select the body, go to scripting. And we're going to search for pin bones. Pin them. Then adjust them. So far, this hasn't been a instant process, which is not necessarily sad, but a little annoying. I was hoping that I could make some sort of system to adapt the rig like instantly. That does not seem to be the case. And look at those eyes. Part of that, it must be the transferring of the... Okay, you know, I take it back. Not quite as concerned, guys. I realize now part of the issue is. Yeah, look at the mouth. Pretty sure it's like this. There we go. And the dog's barking again. Just fucking shoot me. Where's my other corner ref? There we go. Is it separation anxiety, or do you just ignore it when it's barking? It is the latter. It is, anytime they're gone, it's barking. So, I feel bad for it. There's not much I can do, but I can only be upset with the owners. That's not good. Fix that. No. Ah, that's what's missing. Breast bones. And butt bones, probably. Just breast. I'll have to add those to the original rig. Oops. Just realized I'm basically retopoing my high quality model with reworking the earlier version. I'm just gonna roll with it and then bake the normals. Okay, heck yeah. That should be working now. All right, so the standard ARP rig seems to be working just fine. And we'll call this Gilly Tall Rig. Actually, sorry. Gilly Tall ARP Rig. Hello, Kami. Look a little different from last time I've seen you. Have you changed your glasses? Perhaps. I also am bald. Or I buzzed my head recently. Hello, Kami. How you doing? It's been quite a while. We're working on making some NPC characters right now. Testing out some workflows to export them straight to a vTuber and a VRM format. So, doing a little bit of experimentation right now. I'm going to take this one and duplicate it. Go to the deform and clear the parent, or sorry, not clear parent, actually just separate it. And we're going to rename this to Gilly Tall VRM Rig. Some very advanced technology. Oh, dog still barking. Going insane. Sorry, there's a dog barking next door. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but it's driving me crazy. All these properties are locked, so let's say remove animation. You can hear a tiny bit every now and then. Sounds like a small breed like Maltese or Bichon, maybe. I actually haven't seen it myself, but it's made its presence known. It's still locked. How can I undo that? A hand. I suppose my hand. I only need one of them, so. will have some sort of constraint on them. Alright, not too shabby. I can just do this one at a time. So alright, so none should be locked now. Not entirely sure. I guess I'll just do this. Keep offset. I might as well say connected. 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 Okay. Alrighty. Super close. These are just free floating. All of these? Pretty much all of these. Okay. Well, good. That makes it easy. What's that up there? CCIL. Oh. This is the actual eye rotation bone. Really need to be a bit better about that. Good morning, Reyes. Hello. I may have to get rid of all the face bones and figure out a way to merge them. Well, as long as I just make the head influence overwrite them, and they have shape keys, then it won't matter. Just need to do that. That should be pretty straightforward. Okay. Cool. So now we have two rigs. We've got our Auto Rig Pro rig, and hopefully a VRM rig. Really? I don't have to assign all of them. Just one spine bone? So I guess it'd be root.x and then spine 1. Twist. Arm twist offset. L. And should be forearm. Stretch. Arm. In AutoRig Pro, is it safe to hit update when it appears there in Blender on the sidebar, or that breaks stuff on a project? So far, I have never had it break on me when updating, but I would always make a backup copy of your blend file. Left, right. Where's my left thumb? Ah, I see. Crap. Oh. I don't. Okay, that's annoying. They have left and right on opposite sides. Why wouldn't the left assignments be on the left side? Right? Okay. Silly. The R. R. Can I do the rest now? Like, really? I can't find the rest of these bones? Alright. Alright, let's switch up music. A little too sleepy. If you ever run into an issue with Go-Go Loco, wherein you sit or crouch, your legs don't go/bend where they should in some poses. Is there a parameter part of the skeleton one must change? Legs don't go bend where they should in some poses. So when you add an asset, usually to with VRC Fury, they are creating animations. So you may have to poke around in the VRC Fury animator to see what kind of animations are getting applied to your character. So yeah, the general issue is that your character's flexibility may be different if they're using like a humanoid pose. So there's the two ways you can do it are to make a custom animation or custom pose in the to override this. So you can make your own pose that works exactly. The other option is in your FBX settings, there are some bone ranges, motion ranges, and you can adjust those. That's in that menu, the FBX menu, where you can like move all the arms every direction. There's a range of motion adjuster you can give. Personally, I think that making a custom animation is probably a little bit better, just because then you know it's going to work. You're not like relying on the animation that's been given to you to work. All right, so call this Gilly Tall version 1. Author Sam Butter. VR Forge. Ah, another bot. Be gone, foul creature. Okay, bandit. And I don't care about this. Redistribution, no. References. Get rid of that for right now. First person. Look at. Oh man, I want to crack my neck. But I should not. What is reason legs and arms have 4 bones instead of the normal 2? Is it to make it already compatible with more advanced skeletons like double or triple jointed legs? So the main issue is how a mesh. So when you turn your arm, your wrist, or turn your hand, your wrist does this twisting motion. But with the kind of simple algorithm that Unity has, when you do this with your mesh, your wrist will actually collapse. So the mesh just kind of shrinks, it shrinks to 0. And I think I could show that. So, let's do normal. So I can rotate here, that's fine. If I rotate my hand, you can see it does this collapsing thing. So the idea is that you have a twist bone, which rotates the lower half. Though I did mess up this assignment, this one should actually be parented here. So that way you can rotate this one and it prevents that collapse. Actually, I need to go and adjust my bones really quick because this one should be here. This one should be paired here. Yeah, that's the general idea. Just kind of simplification, even though for the untrained eye it looks more complicated. Yes, it is really just simplification. The really fun part about it is even if you don't provide any logic to the bone, it just doesn't do anything. Because it's still parented to this one, it'll always move with it. So it'll just work even if you don't do anything to it. Funny thing with computer modeling, it's definitely a lot of funny things. How do you unlock those orange bones to be able to edit them? I can't seem to move those in pose mode. I can only move the squares in RP rig ads. So this is not an Auto Rig Pro rig. I've just extracted purely the deform bones. There's nothing else to this rig, to this armature. I think I could delete these ones. So, but that being said, I do have an Auto Rig Pro rig here. So for the deform bones, when you're in this view where you have the whole rig, you can only add deform bones. So for example, the breast bones I've added. If I want to edit the base body, I have to open Auto Rig Pro, the little menu, go to rig, and say edit reference bones. And then I can go ahead and reposition things as I want. And when I've done repositioning, I say match to rig, and it'll give me my control rig back. A little odd, but overall pretty useful. You know, it prevents you from kind of breaking the essential bones that you need for a humanoid while still being able to add your own custom bones. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, ARP rig seems good to go. Look at the VRM one. So we're gonna make a animation for this. Oh, VRM T pose. And it's exactly as it sounds. We're just gonna add a T pose. And some of those bones are a little crunchy. Good enough for now. All right. So for the VRM rig, I probably should get rid of all the face bones, because we're not really going to use those. I don't want to add unnecessary bones. Excuse me. Now, if I export as a VRM, what do we get? So, let's say that we use current pose. And I should have opened Unity a million years ago, but that's okay. Sorry, getting distracted. Waiting on Unity to load. Boop. So now that we have a VRM rig, hopefully we can export a VRM version directly from Blender, because that would save me a lot of fucking around in Unity. And just for each character, we could export the AutoRig Pro version, VRM version, good to go. Oh, actually, an additional version to add here. So we did VR chat avatar, vTuber, but really it should be one more. Let's say Unity version and Unreal I spelled that wrong. Okay. All right. While this is loading, I'm just gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So, so I initially had a lot of things exported here. Guess we'll keep them the same. Don't really like how it's organized, but it will work for our testing purposes. So, make a new template. And change the name in here. Good. Okay. So Gilly Tall. You know what, we're actually going to need to create another folder in here for the FBX version. Gilly FBX. Let's rename that one more time. FBX. Then one more folder here. Or Gilly VRM. Okay, so this is what we're going to target right now, this folder. To export. Ah. I want to oh, good. Oh. So, interesting. It's just a single VRM file. Well, this will not work, but let's try it. Loading. We want this folder, this file. We'll go here. We have the VRM. We go to VSF. Add an avatar. Please work. Of course not. I'm missing anything. All right. It says it's ready. So I can't export a VRM from here. From Blender, it doesn't seem to work. Why? Let's see. Blender VRM VC. I don't want to go through Unity, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to.
Hello, this is a tutorial for how portrait shape down here for ring balance. Glasses help me do it.
Still too long. If I'm gonna be exporting to Unity, I may as well just use the VR chat file and not even touch the version inside of Blender with a VRM skeleton. But we will save the skeleton. Just because. Okay, so let's delete this. Delete that. We just have the auto rig pro rig now. Awesome. Okay. So thinking we're going to need to make a VR Forge specific Unity project because this is very cluttered. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's look at this really quick. Maybe there's something else I could do, like I can import just allow import from folder under assets. Interesting. So we'll go back to Blender. I think we are going to need a folder. Each individual character. But for now, we'll do a big tub of VRM. I'll take this file, drop it here. Do import. Boom, boom, boom. right back in that same folder. Save. Not VRM. So it's still upset about something. Okay, well that actually makes me feel a little bit better about exporting from Blender. Hmm. We also have the version 0 version. And let me bring that skeleton back. Actually, just do this. One more time, we're gonna try and export, but this time with version 0. Excuse me. You know, I swear I have a resource for that somewhere in here. What else would I have put in it? Ha! Bone mapping. Cool. Didn't help at all. Head. Be the other way. Root. Spine 1. Spine 2. That's the right arm. Always end up having to do stuff like this multiple times. Hey, at least you got the hands. That certainly saves me some time. Okay. Let's just save this. As we can. Reference. Resources. And here we'll do ARP VRM bone assignment. Save. Okay. T-pose, current pose, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. VRM. We're going to export right here, and we'll just overwrite this one. All right, exported. Back to here, clear this. And we should have a brand new VRM file. We just updated it. Hey, copy this path. And VRM import. No, I did the wrong. There. Okay, it worked. All right, so now we could put it. Well, I got to this point last time. That seems like it's working. And if it's working there, then it probably will work in VSF. Okay, see, look. There we go. What is that? Is there a butt cheek poking through? Oh, God. Perfect. It's beautiful. I would assume that's because one of these. Terrifying. All right. Cool. So, VRM. Hey. So that worked nicely. We now are importing it. Now the question is, can we add it here? The materials are fucked up. But she is working. All right, let me get my camera set up. So let me double check here. Materials. Anything on materials in here? Why is that so scary? It's because I have an alpha texture in there. So let's go back to Gilly. So, because we now edited the shader, it does not have an alpha texture. We should no longer be getting such an odd result from there, so we're just gonna export this again. Overwrite Gilly Tall. And get my camera so we can do facial testing. Though I need to keep remembering that the face will be broken. Face will be broken. Plug it in here. Yeah. All right. So we exported VSF. Yamira. That's a good sign. No movement at all. Oh my god, that is fucking scary. There we go. You guys wanted some haunted dreams tonight? It's scary. I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna try to line it up. Ah. Ah. All right. Cool, but that's awesome. Okay, so we can export from Blender straight into VSF. Awesome, possum. Any hand tracking? I know. Pretty sure this does have just some general hand tracking. Oh, my back. Maybe that's vNeon. Let's try vNeon. Oh. Hello, JM Toriente. Welcome. Wow, that is scary. can't click both of them? That seems wrong. Don't use any of them right now. It's not loading my camera. Loading my camera. Just open and close it again. You know, I'm just gonna turn off my webcam really quick. Say deactivate. Because I do just need to test this. Hey, Las Vegas Reality, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're working on some VR and VTuber shenanigans right now. Perfect. That is terrifying. Sorry for the scary face. Oh, and the hands are working. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take that. Perfect. And then let's see. Menu, settings. Convert AR tracking to simple blend shape. So that should be working. Even if face is busted. Let's go back here, click on the body, and we're out of, okay, we don't have shape keys. That's a bit of a bummer. We should have shape keys. Okay, so we just need to update our source. We should be good to go. Man, that's fucking freaky. Okay. All right, so we have the ghillie body, and for some reason, it's only got the one shape key. This must be because she doesn't have an armature. So I have to add the armature, do the baking, and then unarmature her. One shaky to rule them all. Also, hello, Snardom. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I don't have my camera on. I did wave though. Actually, I can turn my camera back on. Hello. We're doing some updating of some characters. All that jazz. Some new VTuber thing you're using as well. As in software. It's not necessarily new software, but I am working out my new workflow. So I can actually export a VTuber and a FBX file all directly from Blender, which is great. And I've started working on building up my library of characters. So I'm going to have, we'll have all the source bodies, which I should probably rename right now. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. But And we've got like materials and all that stuff. So we're going to be building up this big old library. And then I can bring that stuff into a variant version. So we're taking that character. And right here, this character here. We're editing that character. And then baking the character. So this should have shape keys. Yes, it does. And then we could just go ahead and say. And let's just make sure. Okay, good. So I think we're pretty close to having just a very nice, streamlined pipeline that's good to go. Assume all characters are using the exact same rig. Exactly. And what's cool is that with the VRM add-on for Blender, we can use the same deform bones. It's a different rig. It's not the Auto Rig Pro rig, but I extracted all the deform bones, and we can export with that. I just need to update the face. Actually, let me go back to Gilly one more time. So what we're gonna want to do is add a mix. Add. And what we'll do is paint that. Like that. All right. So now we can update this one more time. And we should have been able to extract that new group we have. We're going to mix it in order to update the actual face weight painting, because unfortunately we're losing the face tracking, and that's what's making the face swim around. Interesting. I guess we should just use edit head. Wonder why it's not mixing well. Forgot to ask before recently, but have you tried any shenanigans like using the VR controllers to animate in Blender? It's one of the reasons I bought VR way back home but I never got it working, nor have I recently retried. There is a really interesting application, which I'll probably be using sometime next week, called Mocap Fusion VR. And it's free for 30 seconds of animation. So you can output 30 seconds again and again and again, which I think for most, perhaps indie animators, should be fine. but it's on Steam. And I'll drop the link here. Really about it before, tried it, but I'd like to stay in Blender. It does export directly to Blender, but other than that, I don't know of any other solution than this that I'd recommend using. It would be super nice to record everything directly in Blender, though. It should, honestly, that might be a great ChatGPT moment. Just be like, make me a a motion recorder. Well, I'm excited to see what you make. This does not seem to be working well. Interesting. Vertex set A or B. There we go. All right. That might be a little bit too much influence. A little intense on the neck there. So let's go back to... Actually, no. I switched to this one. Let's do the mix instead. Yeah, okay. Perfect. All right, so that should fix, and can I apply it? Okay. So it should export just fine. And that way I can keep my weights, keep my shape keys, should be good to go. All right, boom, boom. Right, so we exported. Now let's open up Vinyan. Oh, let me deactivate my camera again. Yeah, just use either of them. I don't care. Come on. She should have shape keys right now. Hoo-hee. Convert ARKit tracking to simple blend shapes. I guess that's still... It's not quite the same thing, is it? No, that should be it, right? Otherwise, why would it... Okay, so I'm missing something about the expressions here. iPhone, just not use. Though obviously this would work, right? Let's see. At least the hands are working nice. Chord. Destination. That should be fine. It should be working. Maybe the track blend shapes up here is overriding. Maybe lost on export due to some VRM settings. Me just yelling random shit again. That's per usual. That's not a bad idea. How could we test that? Go to node graphs. Actually, yeah, let's delete this. Make a new graph. Delete this one. Make sure nothing about it is overriding our character. Right, I'm not tracking right now. Oh, it is seen. It turned green when I turned this on. So clearly it's seeing it. Let's do blend shape. Blend shape name. Jaw open. Interesting. Do I need to add a hotkey to test this? Oh, right. Okay. I always forget. VRM format's stupid. You're right. VRM is getting rid of it because they expect all the blend shapes to be provided in the blend shape proxies. So if it's not in the proxy, there is no blend shape. Did I make a script to do this for me? I swear I might have. Certainly it would be nice to have it automatically do it. Wow, why is there a deep whistle in the back of this song? Who thought that was a good idea? Okay, so Bi-seams, more like bi-seams. I like that. Okay. I have to do this to a lot of characters. There's no way in hell I'm going to do this by hand each time. So let's save this and let's open up our text editor. And let's try to make a script for this. However, I don't know how well it's going to be able to find all these commands, where the scripting is. But what I can do is let's make a new folder. We're going to call this repositories. And here we'll make one for VRM Blender add-on. Okay. Because there is a GitHub, right? Where is it? Edit, preferences. Extensions. It's the website. There's the extensions. You can download it. I don't want to download it here, please. I swear you have a GitHub. It's on the Blender Extensions platform. Full changelog. VRM add-on for Blender. Okay. So, here is the repo. And I want it. I want to download it. I believe I just do git install. How do I install? Git clone. Okay, gotcha. Git clone. Perfect. All right, so now we have it there. What I can do is I have a whole GitHub. We're going to open Cursor, and we're going to use it to develop some extensions for this. So I can add the bone lists immediately. Install. Yeah, do fun stuff. Fun, that's fast bullshit. So file, open file. Go to VRM or repositories. Too much garbage on my computer. Who organized this stuff? Oh wait, it's me. I'll say open, because that way I can put some scripts here. Oh, I don't want to open file. Open folder. Make a new file, and we'll call this update blend shape proxy with all shape keys. You want it. All right. Included in this folder structure, in this project, is the VRM add-on for Blender. I want you to create a script, Python script, open document that updates the selected meshes. So it is based on the mesh we're selecting, right? No, it's a per project thing. You think you're unorganized? Come see my students. They lose their own work so often, and sometimes it's just a bad excuse, but sadly, most times they've really lost stuff due to incompetence, not making a folder or something for a project. Shame. Those are the students you take out back and... I'm just kidding. VRM blend shape proxy updates the VRM shape proxy list. For each shape key, it should create a corresponding I want to, because the other option is I help them find it and I sub out. I mean, certainly it's like, oh, you want me to find that? It's reminds me of the like, let me Google that for you meme. All right. For each shape key, it should create a corresponding, what would we call this? Blend shape group. Name that group. Shape key name. Then add a bind. And add a bind. For each shape key, it should create a corresponding blend shape group. Name that group the shape key name, then add a bind. Add the current, the current mesh, currently selected mesh. Bind the shape key and add it. All right. Wow. I love the future. Mesh object has no attribute VRM add-on extension. I just got that. Where is that? That would be console info. This is not the case. The VRM add-on is a what would we call this? My cursor is in the text editor when the script is run. We are getting the same error. I think the editor type should be swapped to the viewport. Then run script and switch. I should make a backup copy right now. Gonna make a folder for it. Still looking for the VRM extension on the object in that script. Spoiler. Exactly. It really is set on that. There is no way to access the blend shape proxy through the mesh. You must use the tab menu. do not attempt to access the extension through the object. The object does not contain any way for you to interact with VRM add-on. It's not an attribute. Okay, see, now it's accessing it through the context scene, so that's a better. So let's give that a shot. Boom. Guess it's still trying to do that. Okay, let's here is the direct way to access the applet shaper. Please use the menu interface to access any VRM. Recruiting priorities to operator prep. Okay, different error. Progress, I think. Should really switch to using the latest Claude. Recognized. feeling this also will not work, but... What's it trying to do when it breaks? 109. Is there a line 109? 31. Oh. Interesting. Closer. Yeah, that's what you were doing earlier. To make one for lip close, which is awesome. So it did get the name right. So let's make a little note here. Got the name right. Hey, let's go. Okay, so it made the list. Oh. Gotcha. Progress! You are now making the entire list of blend state proxies. However, finds the lines happen. And lines should be one per group. They were only added to the very first group. So the first group had a ton of binds that were empty. But it should be one per. Slowly but surely. So it's still stuck on the same thought. Store here. Actually, sorry. Store this checkpoint. Ooh, I want to pop my neck. Damn. Odin. Oh, check my phone. Blend shape group 52. So close yet so far. Oh. don't think it's gonna work, but so close, so far. Time for food for me. Good luck with the coding. Happy blending. Thank you, Stardom. Thank you so much. It's definitely a mixed success right now. But I do hope you have an amazing day. I'll catch you soon. All right, so debug first. Review the code base to find the exact function that a can Why is there a deep whistle in a song? Who puts a whistling in a song? Come on, Blender. Oops. I gotta have so much crap open. What's going on? My music dying? Interesting. Just gone. Oh boy. Okay, let's. I guess I could just uninstall, install, which is really annoying. And thankfully it saved everything. All right, so something went a little odd there. Okay. That time I didn't add anything. That seems to fucking kill it. All right, we gotta call it here. It's gotta be a better way to do that. I don't want to do that by hand for each character, or else I'm going to go insane. More insane. Something about what cursor is doing is breaking the most recent one. Okay. Come on. Ah. All right. Shit, look at the repository. God, I clicked that already. Oh. Ugh, this is boring. This is boring. Ugh. Oh, you probably already headed out, Arctic, but enjoy your day. We'll catch you later. You know what? Let me stop this. It's the chat. Where's my composer? Oh, Lord. This is taking too long. Sure. Infinite loop. Oh. I was really hoping downloading the repository would actually help. So I'm confused why it's not helping. Let's restart that actually. So let's copy all these actions. So I first click this, rename it. Boom, boom. Lip close. Add a bind. Select the body. Shape key, lip close. Okay, next time I'll have to use that. All right, let's see how this does. Ugh. Sure. Ooh. There you go. Oh. Peace. Oh, thank God. Fucking worked. Oh, that took 1,000,000 bajillion years, but it was worth it. So it's definitely not something I could have done on my own. All right, next time I need to remember to copy the operators from here. So that was what actually helped. All right, so now select this, VRM, send it right here, boom. All right, we should be in the right spot after this. I'm gonna make a phone call. Actually, you know what? Let's just see if it works, and then we'll call it here for lunch. So it should have exported. And I know that was a long, painful thing to do, but the reality is now I'll never have to do that again, and it's going to save me so much time. So if I make 20 variants and it takes me 8 minutes to set up each one, that's too much. It's too much time. So let's see how this goes. Let me deactivate my webcam. Should have closed it already. All right, one more time. All right, so hands are working. Man, she's crunchy. But we should have scroll down. Let's try. Okay. Oh. Ah. Okay, let me recenter this. There we go. All right. Now it's working nicely. Oh. Okay, so let's turn this off, not in use. Tell it to not track. And then convert ARKit. This should be working right here. Oh, track blend shapes. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the simple webcam. It's not working with my glasses very nicely. Tracking is really intense, but it is working. Oh, yeah, things need to be calibrated, but other than that, all right, let's call it there. I'm gonna go on lunch, but we did actually make some good progress here, getting our getting it set up to export Unity version, the VRChat version, vTuber version. So close. All right, calling it here. I'll see everyone in about an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Because this morning session did go